She returned from a 4-day seminar in Tucson, 2 presentations, a sleepless red-eye flight, and collapsed onto the couch, still wearing that sleek silk blouse. As I gathered her clothes for the laundry, my eyes caught something, a faint, pale mark on the fabric that wasn't from me. My pulse didn't quicken. My hands didn't tremble. Instead, I studied it with quiet intensity, as if it were a puzzle waiting to be solved. Carefully, I folded the blouse into a plastic bag and drove an hour to a discreet lab. I paid in cash, gave no name, left no trace. A week later, the results arrived. A strain of advanced syphilis, deadly if untreated. My own test came back clean. That was the moment everything shifted. We'd been married 10 years, high school sweethearts who grew inseparable over time. She was all charm and ambition. Lightning that could brighten any room. I was the steady rock, reliable and constant. Together, we dreamed of conquering our careers, raising children with custom initials, sharing tea on a veranda in our later years. I trusted her implicitly. Even as her business trips multiplied, her outfits grew sharper, her scent unfamiliar, and her phone suddenly locked behind a password. I pushed the nagging doubts aside, refusing to succumb to paranoia. But reality doesn't bend to wishful thinking. Days passed before I opened the lab report. I sat on it, torn between confronting her and protecting myself. Part of me wanted to warn her, to save her from the invisible danger inside her. Then one night, fate took over. She left her laptop unlocked, as if inviting me to look. The first video showed a hotel room mirror, her skirt slipping down while a man's slurred laughter echoed softly in the background. She smiled, caught in the moment's reckless abandon. There were 6 clips in total, different suites, the same man, the same pattern. In the last one, she looked straight into the camera and said, "He thinks I'm at a client meeting." Then smirked knowingly. I paused on her face, that self-satisfied smirk, and made a decision. She had written her own ending. I moved with precision and silence. First, I consulted a discreet attorney, explaining I needed to separate our finances. Not divorce yet, just laying groundwork. I funneled funds into a hidden trust, opened secret accounts, and shifted half our assets. Then I hired a former intelligence technician to clone her phone. Every message, every appointment, every lie streamed to me in real time. Finally, I adjusted our life insurance, bumped the payout and named myself the sole beneficiary. I wasn't the villain here. She was. I was just cleaning up her mess. Her next seminar was legitimate, as was the hotel, but she had no idea I'd booked the room right next to hers. I arrived early and waited, silent and unseen. I watched as she checked in with him, the man from the videos. They laughed in the hallway. She nuzzled his jaw like teenagers sneaking around. I captured every second on video. Later, I went to the lobby and handed a package to the front desk clerk, instructing him to deliver it to her room at 8 a.m. sharp. Inside was a flash drive containing every video, every text, every call record, plus a printed copy of her STD results and a note that read, *, you will die, but not from this. From who you've become, *. I was already on a plane home before she opened it. She called me 42 times, left 15 voicemails. I didn't answer. Her sister called next, frantic. She'd been rushed to the hospital after a near-fatal overdose. "She needs you," her sister pleaded. I stayed silent. "She needs honesty," I told her. She chose her seat. And I ended the call. The fallout was brutal. The affair leaked. Her firm fired her. Her lover, a financial officer for a major client, was caught. His spouse filed for divorce, naming my wife in the scandal. She became a headline, the convention seductress. No one wanted to employ her. She lost her career, her friends, her reputation. The disease, meanwhile, took root, relentless and indifferent. I made sure a physician knew the truth, but by then, it was too late to stop the damage. Hair falling out, eyesight dimming, pain that never ceased. 2 years later, she lives in a cramped flat near the county line, working remotely, part-time, isolated. A ghost of who she once was. I pass her building sometimes. I never stop, just watch. A silent witness to the final act of a drama I didn't write, but one I'm sure played out fairly. Do I feel remorse? No. She didn't just betray me. She gambled with my life, lied to my face, mocked me behind closed doors. I gave her everything. She handed me a death sentence disguised as a lure. She carved her own path to ruin.